everyone. We've got a little video today just as a follow-up really from yesterday's upload. Yesterday's upload was a learning point, and it was literally to show people that cyclists on roundabouts could go anywhere. They could be going from the left lane all the way round. And there was a couple of comments that said that I was a little close to the cyclist, and I totally get the dangers of that. Going too close to cyclists is lethal, and you should be, if possible, at least 1.5 meters away. So it didn't really tie in with my frame of mind and what people were saying, and it's nothing to do with image, but I am going to prove a couple of people wrong this morning. So let's have a look at the video again, and I'll try and give you an idea of exactly how far away from the cyclist I was.
Here we go again. So as I approach the roundabout and I'm looking for a gap to fit in, you'll see the cyclist approaching from the road on the left hand side. And just to clarify, the learning point of the video wasn't to point the finger at the cyclist. He does nothing wrong. All it's to say is cyclists could go anywhere, so you car drivers and van drivers and lorry drivers don't barge past. Next thing, let's have a look how far I go past the cyclist. It honestly does look close with the dashcam, and that's the mistake that people have made. But I'm going to show you something down as I approach these lights to show you the true width of the car that I'm driving. Have a look at the white lines, and my car's positioned directly in between them. And simply from these lines we can deduce exactly how wide my car is. Now the right hand side of the car must be approximately here or just inside that white line. And therefore the left side of my car must be in a similar position, but this side. And that's how wide my car actually is, as you see through the dashcam lens. Now let's rewind and let's see exactly how far away from the cyclist I actually was. Now I'll reinstate the lane markers, and because the dashcam's fixed, they're an accurate guide of how wide the vehicle actually is. And as I roll the clip on, you'll see the right hand side marker just fall inside the curb, so I'm very close to it but just on the road. At this point it's probably a good idea to put another marker down for the distance to the cyclist. And as you can see, I was a good distance away. I wouldn't say I was a car width away, because as you get wider the distortion gets greater, but I definitely gave the cyclist enough room. And as I roll the clip on further, you'll see the distances that I keep from things stay pretty good. I come back pretty central in my lane, but give an emphasis to space from the left, which you should do. And then as I approach the junction, I still keep room from the cycle area.
So why am I doing this video? Is it to prove that I'm right? Honestly, a little bit, yes, because it's really important that I set standards so other people can hopefully copy them. Going past cyclists too close is absolutely lethal, so you should, if possible, stay 1.5 meters away. Are there any situations where you can get a little closer? Maybe, but you've got to assess that risk and the road ahead massively before you do it, and you have to be at a speed always where if that cyclist wobbled or fell off that you could stop. So that's really important. But even that 1.5 meters, honestly, you should try and give a little more if possible. Cyclists are vulnerable road users. They're not in a metal box like we are, like I've said on so many occasions, so give them loads of room. The other thing is people's perception of dashcam images is always incorrect. I've always come across this, even since my big clip, Always Blame the Learner Driver, where people were saying about the distance even forward, and I went to do a follow-up video actually to explain the difference between the vision of the Dashcam and your proper view. So just the people who comment on Dashcam images and Dashcam videos, they're not always as you think. There's a distance front to back or ahead that's altered. Things seem much further away than they actually are, or things are actually closer than they appear. And also the distances side to side are skewed. Another thing which is really important is speed is also distorted, and it's not something that I've really touched on too much, but it is the case. Because things are actually closer than they appear looking forward, honestly, you seem to catch them quicker. So dash cams give a perceived speed increase. So just when people are commenting on dash cam footage, just be careful that you actually know what you're talking about. But all the comments from yesterday's video are really, really good. Comments and discussion get people to think. And it's not about being right or wrong. There's loads of learning that can take place on my channel from the comments. So just try and look at them and think of it from a different perspective. Think of it from someone else's perspective. And like me, you might pick up something. But thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all soon.